Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Death Race. My name is Cowboy. I've been asked here today to announce this fine event. I will be your eyes in the sky, your potato on the sly, as we delve into an event that's quickly growing in popularity, known as Death Race, where players will compete in duo teams for the chance of winning a battle pass, but they must survive until the finish line in order to win the prize. Now, speaking of finish lines, the racers will start in the north end of the map here. They will then make their way south towards the final point, which is the lighthouse down here on the south end of the map. The first team to survive and make it down to that point will be victorious. Now, something to consider is that you are not allowed to fire on other teams until you pass this point. That upgrade station means it is no holds bar and you must survive. Now the racers are about to arrive here. I can hear their engines revving. It looks like My Bone, StreetDirt, and You Got Beat by Girl are the first two teams to arrive. They have chosen motorcycles as their vehicles of choice. There is no limitation on what vehicle you can choose. As you can see, the racers are still scattered finding the vehicles and their gear. Now the only limitations in this death race is what kind of weapons you can use. It is all things go except for FHJs and large machine guns. If it's not those two, it's fair game. That means SMRSs, thumpers, they are allowed, but not LMGs and not FHJs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like more racers are arriving. I can see your mom right there is the first to not choose the motorcycle. It is his choice. Now remember, when choosing their vehicles, they have to take into account maneuverability, speed, durability. Once they get past that point where they are allowed to fire upon each other, they have to take everything into account, because if you're in a vehicle that is very weak but very fast, you could be the first to the finish line or you could be the first to be blown up. So once again, a lot of factors to take into account for our racers. As you can see right here, the racers are beginning to line their vehicles up prior to the race beginning. There's Modesta with her bug. I absolutely love that vehicle. Now, as StreetDirt finalizes his briefing with the racers, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to take a moment to give a huge shout out to Then Quit. He is the creator of Death Race as we know it here today, and StreetDirt is also the one live streaming and hosting the event and telling everybody about the rules and organizing it. So please, let's give a huge shout out to them too. And if you are a content creator present here, please comment down below. The starting grenade has been thrown, ladies and gentlemen. Street's going to hop in his vehicle. Once it pops, it's ready to go, and here we go. Now, it is important to note that these players cannot fire upon each other yet. They must make it past the point of no return, which, as we mentioned before, is the upgrade station. This is a fine day for a race in sunny, beautiful, blackout map inside of Call of Duty Battle Royale. It does look like Partitioner and Modesta have an early lead. This could be good or bad, because the person in lead is going to be the first person to be fired on. And that is exactly what happened. They're already smoking. It looks like Modesta's looking out the window, trying to maintain that lead. But it looks like Partitioner's taking them off the beaten track. They're going to lose some precious time. They might lose their lead on this one, but it gives them an opportunity to heal. Remember, the players have refitter. Their vehicles will heal during the duration of this match. We're going to switch to first place now, which is Rotten Potato and none other than Then Quit himself in the driver's seat. This is the creator of the Death Race as we see it here today. Mr. Potato is sporting the Diamond SMRS. The gentleman has spent some time in shipment grinding camos, ladies and gentlemen. He is making sure they hold on to that lead. He is firing behind them, hoping that no one else is going to steal first place. Now he is trying to lead his shots and make sure that no one else can gain any ground on him. They actually have a very sizable lead. The question is, can second and third place close the gap? They are way out in front. Now what works in Then Quit and Potato's favor here, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that the other racers are fighting each other now. They are way out in front and not seeing any opposition. They're about to cross the bridge. They are approaching the finish line. It looks like we might have our winners of the Battle Pass for this particular death race, ladies and gentlemen. But Modesta and Partitioner are not giving up. They're still trying to close that gap. If they can get a long-range shot with an SMRS and knock them over, it might work. But I don't know. They're going to go around this semi-truck, a little bit of obstruction to help them on their journey to the finish line. It doesn't look like Partitioner and Modesta are going to be able to catch up. Then Quit is the winner, along with Mr. Potato. The winners of the Death Race and the Battle Pass today are Then Quit and Mr. Potato, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's kind of fitting that the creator of Death Race himself is the one who won. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the Death Race today and of the Battle Pass, Then Quit himself and Rotten Potato. Huge shout out to StreetDirt and Then Quit for making this event possible. I will have their channels linked down below in the comments.